Hey guys, Chris with Life and Real Estate, and I wanted to talk to y'all about a situation I just came across after doing a couple showings here. I had somebody come off the street and talk to me, about, can I help them look for a home, which I'm more than happy to do. So I gave them a business card and talked a little bit with them. They told me something interesting. They were working with a prior agent that I guess you could say fired because they were trying to push them into purchasing a home that they didn't quite want. It wasn't quite the one they wanted. He was being real pushy about it. And I'm not going to name names because that's, beyond the purview of my responsibility. But, I'm not going to dox anybody either because that's just wrong. But in discussion with that, I was kind of surprised to hear that, and I find it a tad disturbing. If your agent or realtor is trying to push you into purchasing or making a contract, an offer on a home that you don't want, then there's a problem there, and I think that needs to be addressed. Like, I don't think I'd ever work with somebody who did that to me when I was looking before I got my license. And it's just wrong. You shouldn't be pressuring clients into putting in offers just because you want to make a sale. It has to be with their situation, within their budget and what they're looking for. If you can't give them that or find them that as an agent, then you're in the wrong business. I'm sorry. But there needs to be a reality check there. I don't like hearing things like that, but I know it happens, and I know there's some shady people out there, and it disturbs me greatly that they continue to be allowed to practice business. My advice to you, if you're in a situation like that where you're being pressured to make a contract, an offer on a home that you don't really want, then that's a discussion you need to have about termination of your contract of being their client. And it may be in your benefit to even call, if they're a local brokerage, it may be more of a benefit to you to call the brokerage, explain the situation, and talk to them directly if you're kind of in a fear of talking to the realtor or the real estate agent themselves. And I would encourage, if they are doing something that goes against the code of ethics and they are a realtor, I would suggest going out and filing a complaint that way as well, because people like that shouldn't be in the business. You're there to help people, not push them into something so that you can collect a check. That's just not right. That kind of stuff irks me in a bad way. But let's go on a positive note, so we can get away from some of this negativity, because we all know how I feel about the negativity, right? On a positive note, clients like a house and they're going to consider putting in an offer. The downside to this is that, like I mentioned in the other video yesterday, is that a lot of houses now are putting deadlines on when offers must be submitted, because of either restrictions from the seller, or they already have some offers that are requiring a very short deadline for binding acceptance, which it's a contract, it's all legal. It's up to the sellers to make that choice. So we'll see how things play out there, and if I get lucky enough, I may go through the contract process with you guys in a future video, so you can kind of see how I do some things, but and what mistakes some others do if I get the opportune moment to find one where I can address it, of course, with some either blurred information or a blank contract. Probably a blank contract, because I'm not putting anybody's personal info out there. That'd be wrong with me. So that's kind of my little lesson / gripe today, and some positive news. So we'll see what happens with that. And again, my advice is, if you're not happy with your agent and or realtor, depending what they are, I mean, they're all all realtors are agents, but not all agents are realtors. If you're not happy with your agent, then it might be worth considering, discussion of canceling your agency agreement if you're in an agreement, and looking for somebody else who would be better suited to you and is willing to work on your behalf and not themselves, which is it violates so many things in my mind, but that's a whole other discussion for another day. So I'll leave it at that. We'll catch you guys in another video. I'll try and get the life lesson tomorrow. I think I got a good one for you. We'll see, and see how you like it. But I hope you guys have a good weekend. If I miss you from any live chats, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.